Awesome. Um, so kind of switching gears here. There's kind of a big debate in kind of the camping community that I've seen is kind of camping versus glamping. So, um, kind of like what are your thoughts on that? And have you glamped? And obviously you fully can't, but have you glamped as well? And like, what do you prefer?
I guess to define it for anyone that doesn't know, glamping is glorified camping, and that's basically anyone that drives up to the campsite and just like camps right beside it. It's a very relaxed, kind of casual form of camping, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm belittling people that do that because I mean it's totally their choice, and I get it. Like it's great because like these campsites I've done, actually, it's unfortunate because you can't have fires in those campsites. I'm only guessing it's because of like people packing in wood that might have like emerald ash borer or some kind of some termites. I don't know, stuff like that, and they might be trying to cut down trees. I don't know, just absurd stuff like that. But anyways, glamping, yeah, I mean that's something that I've not really done, at least maybe not since my childhood, if that. And I'm not personally the biggest fan of it, but like I understand its place too. It
Mm.
kind of it gets you outdoors, it gets you camping, maybe you having dinner with your family or friends, whoever you may be with. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just like the work of it. Just kind of like you go to a place, you have to hike to the spot. You're out because it's like you're more remote that way too. Like you're out kind of in the middle of the woods or pine woods or anywhere really, and that's just more my style, I guess we'll say. But I also like hiking, so maybe that's why.
Interesting. Yeah, I think it's maybe if you're staying in a place for a longer period of time, you may want to look towards glamping. Just so you don't get burned out. But I think for 1 to 5 days or something, I think camping's you can definitely do that. So
Yeah. And it also it comes down to also like if you're with other people, their physical like ability level, because some people just can't hike quite as long or as far, and that might put them down. And you don't want to like really like over exhaust them, right, and make them feel miserable. Like camping should be a fun experience overall. It can be work, I guess, pitching a tent, it could be a little stressful sometimes, or that twig snapping in the middle of the night, kind of like puts you on edge or something. But kind of like what I called back to earlier about, just practicing with your gear. It's like, I would say if you want to start camping, just do glamping. Like, just,
mm,
drive up to a parking lot, some trailhead, pitch a hammock or a tent and just have a fire and just chill out and like get used to like sleeping outdoors, which I think is a big, big thing of camping. That's still, I still struggle with, I guess, to this day, really, is just trying to get at ease about it and not be so um, I would say sleeping is the hardest part of camping. So, in my opinion, at least.
yep.
Yeah.
And it's probably honestly the part you end up doing the least once you
Yes.
wake up in the morning. So
Yes. If I'm being honest, I don't think I ever get a good night's sleep sleeping outdoors. It's actually gotten
uh,
to a point. The first couple times I went, I had no earplugs, and I'm a very, very light sleeper, which doesn't help at all. So, like the slightest little sounds. I remember one night I woke up. Actually, okay, I'll go back to the stealth camping thing. So that's near there's a creek that bisects in between me and the state route, like a highway, and there was traffic all night. Like I thought it would taper off, but like it kept going, and this loud roaring, semis and stuff are going past, like a mile away, but like it's loud to me, of course, right there by the creek. And I remember it was like 2 a.m. like, and I'd been waking up on and off. A lot of it's in your head. Like at least in Ohio, I have nothing really to be worried about outside, sleeping outside. That is.
mhm.
But like, I remember I think it was like 2 or 3 a.m. and I woke up to like coyote just going off. I mean, they're like just this whole pack of them, and they sounded. It's funny you're just talking about coyote, but like they were
Mhm.
all just going off in the symphony of like the call or whatever, and like it sounded. I mean, at night maybe it's just paranoia, but like it sounded very close to me. But it was like a lot of them going off, just in this rapid succession. And I would be lying if I didn't say like I thought about just packing up and walking away. But also,
Uh,
like, I was just like, no, Ryan, just stay where you are. It's for the best. You'll be fine. In intermits with all these twig snappings and just little bugs and noises I kept hearing on and off. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just one of the things you learn as you go, and I've taken great lengths to like minimize it. So campsites that's really noisy at. I kind of shy away from campsites that are much more quieter. I tend to be more gravitated towards. And honestly, at this point, I also wear earplugs, like, and that helps quite a bit to dampen sound. It doesn't quite get rid of everything, which might be good, from a safety perspective, but like, earplugs do help, I think, with just drowning out and dampening just all the different little ambient noises you may hear outside.